Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Aiden. Aiden is from London in the UK. So let's see what Aiden has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Aiden, how are you?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So tell me, how's your day going so far?
Not bad. I got early as usual. Just sort of did my normal morning routine. You know, about 10 coffees and then a workout. Not exactly 10 coffees. I got to over exaggerate it a little bit, but you know how it goes. Yeah.
What's your normal routine? Like every day, there's something that you do every single day?
I will work out without fail. That's sort of what I do. I'll have like one or 2 days off maximum sort of thing, but as long as I get that workout in the morning, then I'm set for the day. Yeah, pretty much.
What
And
did
then
you work what did you work out today in the gym?
I just so what my training regime is like. I try and combine it all. So because I love cardio and like
Hmm.
strength and conditioning, that sort of like hit training. So I'll try and but I don't like to neglect the weights as well. So I like to sort of combine all of them together.
Uh-huh.
Um, and that's sort of what I've been doing since 2018.
Right.
And it reacts, it works for me. So yeah, that's just sort of what I do. It's one of those things like I'll get like lost into the routine, and I'll have to like go onto like TikTok or Instagram and stuff to find like new ways. Otherwise, I just get stuck in my own routine. I'm just like, wow, it's like Groundhog Day after a while.
And do you consider yourself to be or more of a day or night person?
Day, yeah,
Day?
definitely like a morning person.
Hmm.
By I think like after 7 o'clock, like I'll start falling asleep.
Same here.
But
7
yeah.
o'clock, I'm already like, dozing off. Not 8 o'clock. I'm not like think functioning properly after 8 o'clock. So tell me, where are you from, Aidan?
I was born in London. Born in like central London, so like Bloomsbury specifically. So that's like near Tottenham Court Road, that
Okay.
sort of place. Uh, yeah, I was born in Gower Street, and then what was your question? Where I was born or where I'm from?
Where are you from originally? So you're from London.
London, yeah.
I see. So tell me, what was the best part of growing up in London, in your opinion?
Uh, so I didn't. So I left. We left. I left London when I was like 8 years old, something like that. Um, but that first 8 years in London, it was fantastic. Like I made some really good friends. I did quite well in school. Yeah, it was really good, really good. When we left when I was 8 years old, I found it really hard, um, like to adjust in the countryside. We moved to the countryside, so it was like completely different. Like you felt like
Oh,
quite like an outsider. Felt like an outsider. Like who are these city boys? That sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like that
so
sort of redneck attitude.
where did you move from after London when you were 8 years old?
So we went to the countryside in like West Sussex.
Okay.
Um, I stayed there till I was about. Uh, we left during the pandemic, so like 2020 we decided to go. Um, yeah.
Wow. Tell me, what do you do for work, for living, Aidan?
So I'm like a landscaper by trade, but I do like adult content creation.
Hmm. So walk me through a little bit more about both career. Tell me a little bit about them. How things started.
What for the landscaping?
Yeah, landscaping and adult content creator as well.
Okay, we'll start with the first one. So I left when I was in school. I left school. I didn't really know what to do, so I was like did a few things. I was like like catering, that sort of thing. Like, you know, when you're 15, you leave school. I left school, went straight to work. So I was just like trying out different things. And then I really like the idea of working outside. Like,
Uh-huh.
I just quite like the idea of like cutting grass and like cutting hedges and just sort of just because I was around all that customer service. You've got to be so customer savvy in like a catering role. But yeah, I just didn't like it. I couldn't deal with it after a while. Then like being a gardener, you're sort of away from all of that. You're just sort of answering to the boss instead of, you know, if you're catering, you know, your little kid, and you're answering to the customers and the bosses and the managers and your colleagues. So I just wanted to sort of like dwindle that down a little bit.
Right.
So I did an apprenticeship. I learned quite a few bits of that industry, like the landscaping, the garden maintenance, the paving, the fencing, that sort of thing. But yeah, you know, go to the second one. Content, adult work. Okay, well, I had that sort of like curiosity about it. I was like, I knew people, knew people that had sort of done it, so it's quite interesting to me, like that sort of self-expression almost.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't really know where to begin, so like, I made a Twitter and I just sort of started posting suggestive photos that would, you know, just sort of fit in my face. Didn't really show my face. Didn't really know what I was doing, but I didn't want to sort of get myself too deep into something. Do you know what I mean? Like I just felt
Yeah.
like it's not really something that I could just go. I needed to sort of think about it. So then when the opportunity, I didn't really do anything with it. From like, I didn't do anything. I didn't really have an OnlyFans. I didn't just posting pictures, and then a really well-known content creator sort of put an ad up, said that he was looking for collaborators. I responded to him, and then the next thing I'm in his studio, getting
Wow.
up to business. And that was in November, and it sort of hasn't stopped since.
Oh, wow. So you said you started last November.
Yeah, November 23.
Oh, wow. So it's kind of you still exploring and enjoying the journey.
Yeah, I was just sort of, yeah. So like at the moment, it's just sort of, you know, you're learning the industry, you're learning the
Mhm.
ropes, you're learning sort of different strategies, and you know, the whole creation side of it. People think it's about one thing, you know, it's about sex. Maybe it is for some people, but
Mhm.
not really for others, sort of thing. Um, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I think nowadays people they are more open about exploring their sexuality, and people they are more open now, and somehow people they are more understanding as well. I think you know,
big time.
yeah, absolutely, you're enjoying, you are creating content. People they are watching, and why
Mm.
not? I think it's all about you being yourself, and also exploring your sexuality. Why not?
Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Absolutely. Okay, Aidan. So during the journey, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life overall, and also about your point of views. Okay.
Okay.
Amazing. So before we start our journey within the magic box, would you like to tell me something interesting about yourself, or maybe something that not many people know about you?
Uh, I I love music. I've as a hobby, I'm like a musician. I write music. I used to
Oh,
be in bands. I'll just do like a sort of passion project sort of thing. Like just I do this multi instrumental sort of project thing. Um, yeah, I love it. It's oh, you know, it's just entirely for myself. Like just the idea of just creation. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a,
absolutely.
quite a big thing for me.
That's amazing. I'm gonna be honest to you. I saw a picture of you with a violin, I think, and I put a picture here. I'm sorry, I made a note here just to ask you about that. Anyway, during the journey, I'm going to explore a bit more as well. Okay?
Yeah, I used to play violin. I mean, that's a guitar, I said, but I
Oh
used
yeah,
to play.
sure.
I used to play violin like when I was really little. Like that was the first instrument. Second instrument I picked up, I played like recorder, and then I decided to learn the violin. I got quite good with it, but I just decided to play the piano, and then got
Wow,
indecisive with that, and then decided to play the guitar. I didn't know where to stop.
amazing. Aidan, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Sure.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I've got here my best friend full of random fun questions, okay? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Sure.
Let's do it. Right, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Sure. Thank you.
First question for you is, what makes you the saddest?
What makes me the saddest?
Yeah.
The news. To be honest.
Tell me about it.
Well, it's just everything that's going on. Just it's just nothing. There's just so much division. Do you know what I mean? Like people just can't get along these days. Like this is horrible. I have to like stop reading the news because it's just after a while it just gets to you. Do you know what I mean? Like when you're sort of doing what I'm doing, and then you switch to something else, you end up switching to the news, and you just end up going down a rabbit hole. That gets me quite sad. So yeah.
And the opposite, what makes you the happiest?
When my friends do well, when I can see that they're happy, and I can see that they're content, and I can see that they're moving forward and they're happy with that, and they're just genuinely happy. It's not a greater feeling, to be honest. Do you know what I mean?
That's amazing. That's amazing. And your best friends, most of them, they live in London as well?
No. Most of my friends live sort of southeast and up north and all around the UK, sort of thing. We're in contact a lot. We've got a few friends in London, but it's yeah.
Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Next question for you is, tell us about your best holidays and why you consider that.
Oh, I've been to so many amazing places, So I like big cities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went to Vienna last year, and just the architecture was amazing. Just the culture, the different sort of, just the big cities, the busyness, like the aesthetic of just city life, and there's always something to do. And there's sort of different. You can explore the city, and then look at the history and stuff like that. I love history. I love like Paris as well. You see the architecture in Paris and everything, and just the history. You go to the museums and all of that sort of thing. It's brilliant, absolutely fantastic, fascinating. But I say South Africa is like my second home.
Wow, tell me about it.
It's just I've got heritage from Zimbabwe and South Africa, and so we've just got we've got family over there, so we've got quite a hold to the country sort of thing. So it's like home to home, It's obviously you go over there and it's really hot in the wind. It's winter. You go over there, it's really hot, and the beach is amazing. It's sort of sandy. Quality of life's pretty good.
Wow. And where are you planning to go for your next holidays?
I wouldn't mind going to Germany, like Berlin. I've never been to Berlin. I've been to like the rural areas of Germany, and we went to Munich maybe, but we didn't have enough time there. But I'd love to see Berlin.
Yeah, Berlin is a beautiful city, very beautiful city, and there are a lot to see there. Actually, I have a few guests here on the show from Berlin, a few of them.
Yeah.
Next question. Let's do it.
I like your little dance.
Now you can start dancing as well a little bit.
I'll start dancing as well. I'll start moving my head.
Before the next question, Nathan, tell me what's the biggest joy of working in landscape, yeah, with gardeners. So tell me a little bit about what you like the most. What's the biggest joy of it, and the flip side, what do you find most challenging?
Do you know, when you're cutting grass in the hot weather, and then you like look back, and then you just like cut really straight lines. um, just the end of a job. I like to work. I get quite satisfaction out of finishing a job, sort of thing. It sounds really weird, but like there's something about you go to a garden and it's completely overgrown and it's completely like riddled with just everything, and then you go back and you just hack it to bits, and then you can see just the restoration like before and after sort of thing. You get quite a good sense of achievement from that.
See, and regarding your adult content creator, tell me what's the biggest joy of it?
What's the biggest joy of it? Just when
Yeah.
you're sort of collaborating with someone that's of the same mindset as you, and you're focusing on how to get that sort of get the perfect scene and the perfect angles, and just when you're working together to build to each other's niches. It can only be that's the whole idea of a collaboration. You're not doing one over each other. There's no competition. You're working together for exactly the final product where it's sort of benefiting both of you, and your subscribers can see that, and they can see how much how real the collab is. If that makes sense. And yeah, it's a really good feeling to have. Like when you get the feedback from the subs to say how much they enjoyed that. It's really rewarding, actually.
Amazing, very good. Next question is, where do you want to be in 10 years time from now?
Probably still doing what I'm doing, to be honest. Yeah, just keep learning, keep meeting, connecting with different sort of people. Getting to know different people, working with all sorts of different creators, and just do what I'm doing. Really, I think I'm enjoying it.
And do you see yourself living in London as well for a long while?
I'd like to live in London. It's my home. It's where I was born. It's where my family. Well, yeah, I've got family here. I just feel quite sort of connected to places. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I've moved quite a lot in the past. I've moved. The thing is, I've moved quite a lot in the past, sort of since 2018. I think I've moved probably about over 12 times, and it gets a bit tiring after a while. So it's good to
Wow.
stay put.
Wow, amazing, very good. Next question, let's do it. Don't be shy, you can dance with me. Next question is, what was your worst foot in mouth moment?
Well, I wouldn't say rude or inappropriate, but I was doing a story on Instagram and I said I wanted to go to Japan.
Yeah.
And I accidentally got Kyoto and Tokyo mixed up, so I just said it came out like Tyoko or something like that. So I had to correct myself quite quickly. I know it's not necessarily rude or anything, but it was just
Right.
sort of a jump. When you're in the heat of a conversation,
Yeah.
it sort of comes out and you just record it. You're like, oh my god, okay. So you correct yourself quicker, then it's fine.
Yeah, that's for sure is a foot in mouth moment. And when you think about yourself, Aiden, when you analyze yourself, what's the best part of being Aiden? What do you like the most about being you?
Just feel free, to be honest. I feel completely free.
Do you think nowadays you are living your best of your life right now?
Yeah, I feel free. I've got a lot of, I don't feel tied down to anything. I haven't got kids. I haven't got a husband or a girlfriend or a boyfriend person. I haven't, I'm just me. So it's free.
And would you like to have a family in the future?
I mean, I won't get married. I won't have kids. I just don't think it's the road I want to go down. Really, like you can. It's always nice to have someone in your life, but I'm not. It's not a focus. It's not a focus, and I definitely won't have kids, and I definitely won't get married.
Wow. And which person in your life you feel more close to right now?
My mum and dad.
Wow. Wow.
And my
Okay.
brother, and
Okay.
my cousin, and my aunt and uncle.
Wow. Okay, so let's say your family, your brother, your parents, your cousin, they are all watching this interview right now, and you have a moment to say something or to send them a message. What would you say? Uh,
Thanks for everything.
Amazing. Short and sweet. Ready for another one? Ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Right. So before the next question, Aiden, tell me how music came into your life.
I like this. I mean, I've always sort of been drawn to like musical instruments, and like that was like one of the things I was like being told I was quite good at, like by a teacher, because I'm not a very academic person, um, but music was the one thing that like I was getting good results in. So like, whereas like maths, I wasn't getting anything. Like whereas like music I was like excelling at, if that makes sense. Like I got like grading systems, and then you compare that to like the SAT, the SATs. I don't know what it's called now, but they're obviously not doing well with that, but then sort of doing music. So I thought, yeah, this is something I was enjoying it as well. So but I just couldn't settle with an instrument, if that makes sense. That was the only thing. I couldn't settle with an instrument.
And growing up, did you have like an idol, a musician that you always liked it?
I mean, for me, it's got to be James Hetfield from Metallica. Like, he's such a good guitarist. Like one of the best songwriters, best rhythm guitarists. He invented the gallop sort of picking technique, and he's changed the face of music sort of thing. That's yeah, Metallica just like really good, really good.
And how often do you practice your music?
At the moment, not a lot because of like other stuff sort of thing. But yeah, I'm doing like I'm recording an EP for this project I'm doing. That's doing that next month sort of thing. So got all of that sort of prepared. Yeah, but because I do everything. I'm like a songwriter. I'm not like a one musician, so I sort of dabble in between, like playing guitar, and I'll write the songs, and I'll write like the lyrics and stuff like that.
Amazing. Next question for you is, do you consider yourself to be a spiritual person, and how?
I believe everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in karma. I believe in like good at protecting your energy.
Mm-hmm.
I believe everyone's good, but everyone means well. You just have to protect your energy at times, and that's you have to learn over time. That's not personal. It's all about people just want to protect their energy, and I think there is a spiritual element of that. There is some sort of spiritual element, and it doesn't, for me, yeah, and I'm content with that without needing to uh, like be religious or anything like that, or like sign to a specific faith, if that makes sense.
And how do you do to protect your energy?
Just take some time out when I need.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just go for a walk, go turn the phone off, work out. If you're
Yep.
feeling negative, if you're feeling negative about something that you can't control, you're not aware of, there's just detach. Do you know what I mean? Just detach. Just take a step back. You can feel
Absolutely.
better in a few hours.
Totally. It's interesting what you just said, Aidan. It makes all sense. I had a lovely man on the show, and he said that nobody, as you said, nobody's it's a bad person. I think people, nobody like born a bad person. Circumstances in life make people go in the wrong direction, let's say. But everyone, has they are good people. We are all good people. It's just circumstances in life, and people get lost or something happen, and people they go in a direction that maybe they're not expecting, or maybe they're not prepared for it.
And the key for that is empathy. I think if you
Mm-hmm.
have empathy, you can have insight to anyone and everyone. If that makes sense. You
Absolutely.
won't don't have these sort of negative feelings about people specifically. I don't think it's healthy
Totally.
to have negative opinions of people. I think
Sure.
I think you can feel frustrated of a certain situation, and talking
Mhm.
about that's fine, but it's not a reflection of the individual. It's just a reflection of the situation. And
Yeah.
always by talking, you can get to the bottom. That's another thing. You say protect your energy. If you've got an issue with someone, just talk about it. Just if you've
Yeah.
got a specific issue with someone, just talk about it. Communicate.
Totally.
I'm big
Yeah.
on communication with any aspect of my life. Communication.
Totally.
Because a lot of these disagreements and a lot of these stuff in the world and everything, people is all due to a lack of communication, and it's of understanding that everyone's got a different way of communicating.
Absolutely. And you just, as you said, you need to become compassionate and understand as well. Sometimes people, they are saying something, but they don't mean that. It just is the way
Yeah,
they understand. You just need to try to understand better. And again, communicating is a good way for that.
yeah.
What's your star sign, astrology?
Scorpio.
Which day?
I was 16th of November. Are you Scorpio as well?
I'm 17th of November.
The day after. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Oh my God. You know, Scorpio, they are very sexual. Do you know that? Yeah, Scorpio, they are very, yeah, they're, every star sign represents a part of the human body. Yeah. Guess which one Scorpio represents?
The thing in between your legs.
The genitals. Yes, that's the Scorpio. Yeah. Oh my God, 16th of November. Yes, I'm 17th of November. Yeah, Scorpio. Very
Interesting.
intuitive. Very intuitive. Yeah, Scorpio. They have this intuition very, very easy. Yeah, to amazing. Good to know. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Yes, please do. You can always join me. Right. So before the next question, Aidan, when I was checking your profile, you say that you are a bisexual guy, yeah? So tell me, what's the biggest misconception that people still have from bisexual? Yeah, and how do you see that? Do you have, do I have a lovely man actually here on the show. He considers himself as a bisexual, and he struggle a lot with that because people they think, oh, you are gay, or you are. It's there's still a big stigma regarding bisexual, being bisexual. What's your opinion on that?
Fine. Like I've had, I've been rejected from women because I like men, because there's like a man, and then I've been dating men the opposite sex that think I'm going to leave them for a woman and go for the family. So it's all sort of, that's the only thing I can. That's the only thing really. It's the people that I've been dating, they feel like I'm going to leave them for the opposite sex, or like I'm going to cheat on them for the opposite sex, or like I'm going to leave them for something. It's like some sort of competition between the two. And really, like, if I like you, I like you. I'm not going to leave you for someone for like because I should be with a woman or I should be with a man. Does that make sense? Like, but that's all I've really experienced. Really, I can't speak for other bisexual people. But for me, it was just little minor things, maybe like yeah. Maybe they think I'm gonna leave them for someone else.
And how do you do with that? How do you explain to them that it doesn't work like that?
I'll just say everyone's different. I mean, I'll say if I like you, then I want to, have this experience with you, and there's a reason why I chose. There's a reason why we're together technically. This is all ages ago, so I'm talking like 23. I haven't really like been in a proper relationship for a while, but like I guess like like, but that's only from like a few, not everyone. Just as an answer to your question, just
Mm-hmm.
of that sort of experience, that was maybe just those two things, or like, oh, I'd do stuff with you, but I wouldn't be with you because you have men, or do you know what I mean? Like, I get like, I would describe it as homophobic.
Hmm.
I would describe it as homophobic, to be honest. Like, you wouldn't use, so you'd be with me because you'd be with me sort of in a lustrous way, but you wouldn't want to explore that sort of further thing. Well, because I like men as well. Like, that's asinine. It's ridiculous. But you know, people are entitled to their opinions, and I'm not here to change people's opinions or educate them on opinions. You go through that journey yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great. Next question is: tell me something that made you laugh this week that you couldn't stop laughing. Something funny that happened to you.
Me and my friend, we did a reel Instagram. We just laughed. We just found it so funny. You can see it on my Instagram. We were he was like cradling a candle, and he was like, and it like goes out, and I just couldn't keep a straight face. This other one we did, and we were like deep throating a banana. You can fit the banana the furthest in your mouth. We were deep throating this banana. It was just so funny. Yeah.
That's funny. Two questions left. Let's do it. Let me see you dancing. Come on, let's go.
My cousin does that sort of dancing. He moves the fingers around. It's so funny.
Before the next question, Aiden, as of course you started your career created good content not long ago. It's been like 6 months, more or less. Tell me, so far, what do you find, more difficult about it? There is anything that for you so far, you find a bit difficult? And the other part of the question is, people that gonna, check your page, they're gonna see your content. What's something about you that people always point it out? Of course, you're a very good look man. There is something else that people go like, okay, that's why they visit your page.
I mean, I don't really have a big account, so I'll
Hmm.
have people, you haven't got a big account, sort of thing. Like, they get like comments, and like, because obviously I've had a Twitter account for a year, and it's, I've only just got to like 10,000 followers.
Hmm.
Um, and people like try and say, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. You've got following, bad following. Sorry, excuse my language. Um, and so that gets a bit annoying after a while, maybe. But at the end of the day, I'm not a niche. Like, I'm not I'm not a niche.
Hmm.
Um, so naturally, it's hard for me to be fit into a certain category. So it's obviously harder for me to grow because I haven't really found. I'm just sort of at the stage in my career where I'm just sort of just exploring myself and just having fun doing it. And I don't think people really know where to put me. So
Hmm.
I think for that reason, yeah, maybe people sort of think, oh, isn't that, whereas, they've got like bigger accounts and they've got that in like a less time. Do you know what I mean? But everyone goes through this journey different.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I've had a very positive experience with this industry. I don't really have anyone that I've got. I only get people supporting. I'll get people building me up. That's all that matters. I don't,
Amazing.
as long as I can sort of do this and make a living from it, I don't really care the following. Like,
I
do you
see.
know what I mean? Like, it'd be nice. It was a good presentation. Do you know what I mean? But Rome wasn't built in a day.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And again, people that are different, people if they gonna check your account, it's because they just like it. It's not they're not right or wrong or different. People that are expressing themselves in a way that they think is right or they enjoy.
I've had nothing but positive experiences. I know you might get get a comment, like a really rude comment sort of thing. Like, if I do like an Instagram thing and they'll comment something really rude, like, "Oh, why is your voice so croaky?" And then you just, you just get,
Yeah,
you're gonna get bad comments. It's the way it is, and
absolutely.
it's about how you deal with it. And to be honest, there's a lot of people that get some very bad comments, and I hear the stories from them, and I feel really sorry for them because you can,
Hmm.
it's no, a lot of these people in the industry, they're just trying to make the best out of themselves, and they're
Totally.
really nice people, and they're just human beings. And a lot of people in this industry get a lot of hate for it, and it's normally from the people that subscribe to them. A lot of people, there's a lot of we're held into very bad light, um, and it's not the way it is. They point us like we're some sort of sickos, but we're not. Like, we do this because we enjoy it, and we do it because we have fun doing it, and we love doing what we do, and we love doing it for our subscribers, and that's what matters. You're always going to have people that's going to try and bring you down, but some days going to be better than others. But it's all about sort of talking to each other, and it's what I
So,
like about the industry, or the people, the circles that I'm in. We build each other up. We
mhm.
don't bring each other down. It's not the way it should be.
And I think those people who make bad comments, because they admire you as well, but they don't know how to appreciate your job. What they do, they attack. But at the end of the day, they admire because they are checking there. If they are checking your pages because they like it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why. Next question is, what is your most embarrassing moment?
I embarrass myself on a daily basis. I have to think of one. I'm a bit of a clown. I've got a bit of a cloudy personality, so I'm just trying to think. Like,
You're a Scorpio, that's why.
I need to think. I need to think of this because I've probably done quite a few embarrassing things. I bought my friends a round of drinks, and then the second I gave it to them, I think I tripped over and then spilt it all over myself. I'm not a drinker, so I'm not. I don't drink alcohol, so like I was obviously looked the drunkest, but being the most sober with like 4 beers all over myself and a pint of Coke. I was very sticky, sort of on the midsection. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm sorry. That's a really bad one, but that's all I can think of. I'm afraid.
Amazing. Ready for the last question?
Yeah, sure. Unless you've got another one that can replace that embarrassing.
Of course. Let's see what the magic box is. It's holding here. Last question.
Sure.
Right, but before the last question, since you start your career creating adult content, if you could choose anyone, yeah, in the world, anyone to do a collaboration with you right now, let's say for the last, you've been thinking about, or someone that got your attention, which person that would be?
Jackson Verse.
Who is that?
He's a content creator from the north, and yeah, I like his stuff. I think we make a good film together.
Wow. Maybe this interview gonna get to him somehow, and you're gonna get a call from him. And what's about his creation? What's something about him that gets your attention?
He's just so uniquely himself,
Mm-hmm.
and it should be an inspiration for everyone.
I see. All right. Let's hope one day you guys get together. Last question is, how describe a perfect, healthy relationship?
Communication, trust,
Mm-hmm.
boundaries, respect.
How do you find the dating life in London? Do you find easy? Do you find it quite difficult for being a big city? How do you see that?
I haven't been on a date since August last year. Yeah, uh, yeah, fine. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, if there's a lot of people in London that are ready to sort of date. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good. I've had good
One,
experiences.
one person to go on a date with you, what this person must have?
Just a personality.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of that same creative drive. It's very driven, like a creative. You've got some sort of drive about you. It doesn't have to be a job. Doesn't have to be a thing. Just some sort of passion. I think I get drawn to that sort of thing.
Very good.
Interest, like hobbies and interests. Like what about if doesn't have to be the same thing as me. Doesn't have to be the same job as me. Doesn't have to be the same thing. But if you're passionate about something, I can get involved. I can get with that. I can get with that.
Amazing. Very good. Right, so on the end yet, let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with money.
Material.
Family.
Home.
Fear.
Instinct.
Okay. Life.
Life. Growth.
Love.
Affection.
Religion.
Faith.
Sex.
Connection.
Politics.
History.
Okay. Friendship.
Vibes.
Desire.
Greed.
One word for regret.
Anguish.
I like this word. Anguish. Wow. Success. One word.
Wow.
Wow.
Accomplishment. Accomplishment.
One word for wish.
Dream.
Happiness.
Choice.
One word for London.
Party.
One word for England.
Instability.
One word for landscape or gardener.
Aesthetic.
And the last one now, adult content creator. One word. Oh dear. Let's play now, Aiden, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But right, you can ask me. Sorry.
So can I stop dancing now?
You can ask me a question now, Aiden.
I'll ask you a question. How long have you been doing this channel for?
Right, so the magic box started on the 3rd of October 2020. You know, the year where the year where the world went upside down. I started doing the interviews in June. Yeah, like so I had like a lot of interviews before I launched the show. But the first day that the show came, live was on the 3rd of October, and I was like this, like full of,
Wow.
yeah, it was an amazing day. I remember that, and it's been a beautiful journey, connect with so many people around the world, over 1,200 interviews already. And it's great to see so many people, expressing themselves, open people's minds, and to connect with people around the globe. I think it's been a great journey. So thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time. Did you enjoy the interview?
I really did. It was I had a yeah. I've never been interviewed before, so it's quite nice to answer some questions.
Thanks so much.
I hope you've got what you need.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love the way you are so young and express your point of views. You're very open-minded. When you have your views, you're very open about it, and I think that's great. Before you go,
try to be diplomatic when I can.
Yeah. And it's great because talking to you, I feel like you are literally expressing the way you are, and I think that's what I like about the show. Somehow people, they come here and they feel nice. They like it, the experience. They feel like they are, sharing energy. And I think that's all about the show. Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
I'd say in terms of this sort of work, just know why you're doing. Like, if you're sort of the new adult content creators, just be sure why you're doing this work. Just be and have that sort of belief that you can do it, and you'll definitely do it. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you think you don't belong or anything like that. There's the beauty of OnlyFans is there is something out there for everyone, and if you believe in yourself, you will be successful no matter who you are.
Amazing. I love the message. Thanks so much, and keep in touch. I see you in London somewhere.
Thank you. We should definitely hang out.
Absolutely. Let's keep in touch. We are connected now. And we keep in touch. Okay. Thanks so much for the interview. It was a pleasure. Okay.
Thanks for the time. Cheers.
Take care. Bye-bye. Take care. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why do you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.